What's the one thing that turns an otherwise boring payment transaction into a moment of unexpected fun? It's the payment note, of course. We all use Venmo constantly, whether it's splitting the dinner bill, paying a roommate for rent, or just covering a coffee. But honestly, most of the notes I see are just a dry rent, dinner, or an emoji or two. Where's the creativity? Where's the fun? I've spent years paying and being paid on Venmo, and I've developed a few go-to strategies for payment notes that actually make the recipient smile, or at least chuckle. This isn't about awkward or inappropriate notes, it's about being witty, specific, and sometimes a little dramatic. Here are the best ways I've found to make Venmo notes truly entertaining. 1. Hyperspecific, fictional transactions. This is my favorite technique. Instead of saying concert ticket, I create a ridiculously specific context that sounds like it came straight out of a low-budget movie. For dinner/drinks, reimbursement for the secret agent contact lens purchased under the guise of happy hour nachos. For rent, payment for the 30-day lease on the east wing of the fortress, including dragon-proofing surcharge. For a shared ride, the required fare for piloting the escape submarine out of international waters. Toll bridge fee included. The goal is to be so detailed and over the top that it forces the recipient to stop and read the whole thing. 2. The pop culture reference/meme. If you know the recipient well, drop a reference from a shared favorite TV show, movie, or an inside joke that only they will understand. This requires context, but it's a huge hit when it lands. For a small expense, a Lannister always pays his debts. This is for the coffee. For splitting gas/travel, roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Also, $20 for gas. For an emergency expense, I volunteer as tribute. Repayment for the forgotten umbrella. This instantly validates a shared connection and makes the transaction feel personal. 3. Exaggerated emotional responses. When the payment is for something small or slightly embarrassing, I like to be overly dramatic in the note. For paying back a tiny amount, like $1.50, my shame is boundless. Accept this meager offering in penance for the rogue $1.50 I owe. When paying for a mistake, the cost of my hubris. May this $15 cover the damages caused by my inability to operate a blender. For paying for a late-night snack, the required tribute to the great god of pizza for his guidance during the 2 a.m. hunger crisis. This keeps the tone light and ensures you're not taking yourself too seriously. 4. The short, witty one-liner. Sometimes, you need to be quick. In these cases, focus on a quick, punchy line that still injects humor. Here lies $30. It will be missed. My wallet weeps, but my stomach is happy. Proof that I am, in fact, not a deadbeat. These are great for high-volume situations or when you're just not feeling creative, but still want to skip the boring notes. My final rule of thumb. The best Venmo payment note is one that clearly indicates the purpose of the payment but layers the fun on top of it. You want to avoid confusion, so I often make the first word the actual expense, followed by a colon, and then the joke. Example, dinner, final payment for your half of the calamari conspiracy. Keep it inside the character limit, keep it fun, and keep it friendly. It's a simple way to bring a little bit of personality to the dry world of personal finance. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.